What's up? Hey, what's good? What's poppin'? I am MsBerry. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys for sliding through and coming to kick it with me. As you guys can see from the title, I told you guys the other day that when I reacted to Candace video, when she was just pretty much talking about the whole Balenciaga controversy, and she did mention something about Kim K, and I told you guys that she did make a video speaking out about what Kim K said. I have absolutely no idea. I was waiting to react to this video so I can see what's going on. So I'm done talking, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. I can't even. All right. My mouse is always dead. Well,
so there has been some development in the Balenciaga by Adidas shoot, which had a lot of child pornography hidden in it. The development is that Kim Kardashian has finally responded after 6 days. Now, before we get into her response, I want to recap what went down in case you guys have missed this entire scandal and haven't been paying attention. So Balenciaga, you guys know the brand. They are a huge fashion house. Kim Kardashian is usually dripped in it from head to toe. She's one of the big celebrity faces behind their campaigns. Dropped a recent campaign in which they had children that were holding stuffed animals. Children that looked like they had been abducted were holding stuffed animals that had BDSM clothing on it, that had their eyes scratched out, the stuffed animals, not the children, and a bunch of very suggestive things around the children, like alcohol, as one example, behind one child. People were understandably going, what the heck is this? And in case they weren't sure what the heck it was, they also had an image of a Balenciaga by Adidas bag, which was on top of a bunch of papers. One of the papers was a document regarding a court decision, a Supreme Court decision, Ashcroft versus the Freedom of Speech Coalition. So what was this case pertaining to? Essentially, the Freedom of Speech Coalition won, and they had some elements pertaining to virtual child pornography removed from a larger child pornography act, basically saying that those particular elements were too broad. So essentially, by having these documents beneath the Balenciaga bag, essentially Balenciaga was saying, yay, haha, now we can sort of experiment with virtual child pornography, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
Like,
because,
what?
Yeah, there's nothing protecting these children. We got those pieces, the Freedom of Speech Coalition got those pieces removed. Ha ha ha. Not very funny at all. It's absolutely despicable.
It's absolutely not.
These images are despicable. The people behind these images are obviously, in my opinion, pedophiles.
I just want to know who was the brain behind this, because common sense should have told you hell no before you,
child groomers. And of course, we should be seeing a celebrity campaign to get everybody involved canceled, to have their lives ruined. That's what they love to do. They love to get people's lives ruined for things that don't matter. So you would think that when it really matters, and we're talking about children, and we're talking about child pornography, every single celebrity who's posted a black square, I'm posting a black square to show that I'm not a racist, right? Every single one of these celebrities who got down into the streets to march for George Floyd, you would expect that they would also be using their platforms to say, I am no longer...
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing more than one thing at once, trying to get these courts and stuff. But anyway, besides the point.
With Balenciaga, but crickets. There have been absolute crickets. And yet, obviously, people like you and me, are upset, and we have been keeping the heat on these individuals and expecting them to give us a response. A lot of heat was given to Gabriel Galimberti. He was the person that was shooting the photo. And people said, what the heck is this? Are you a pedophile? Is something wrong with you? Well, finally, Gabriel Galimberti responded, and I actually believe his response. This is what he wrote on his Instagram account, and there are a few typos. It looks to me that...
Let's see. What did he say? Is she gonna read it?
English might not be his first language. Here's what he said.
Yeah, she gonna read it.
He said, following the hundreds of hate mail and messages that I received as a result of the photos that I took for the Balenciaga campaign, I feel compelled to make this statement. I am not in a position to comment about Balenciaga's choices, but I must stress that I was not entitled in any manner whatsoever to either choose the products, nor the models, nor the combination of the same.
He was just trying to get paid.
As a photographer, I was only and solely requested to light the given scene and take the shots according to my signature style. As usual, for a commercial shoot, The direction of the campaign and the choice of the objects displayed are not in the hands of the photographer. I suspect that any person prone to pedophilia searches on the web and has, unfortunately, too much of an easy access to images completely different than mine, absolutely explicit in their awful content. Accusations like these are addressed against the wrong target.
Hold on. Of course, I mean, this stuff is everywhere, but it still don't change the fact that you wasn't even aware enough. I mean, I understand, you know, money is the money. That's just his job. You know what I'm saying? He didn't design it. He didn't, you know, do this to do all of that. But at the same time, you was the photographer. You know what I'm saying? So at some point in time, you know, like, is the money really worth right? And like, honestly, just what part of that shoot that you were shooting seemed the freak right to you? Like, what part of the shoot seemed the freak right to you? And you're sitting here saying, you know, pretty much, what did he say? Accusations like these are addressed against the wrong targets and distract from the real problem and criminals. I have no connection with this photo where a Supreme Court document appears. That one was taken in another step by other people and was falsely associated with my photos. So Gabrielle, or whatever the hell, making this to make sense. I don't know who did it. All I know is this whole entire thing is just disgusting. And everybody who put it together to me, is at fault, because common sense should have told you, hell no.
Distract from the real problem and the criminals. Also, I have no connection with the photo where a Supreme Court document appears. That one was taken in another set by other people, and that was falsely associated with my photos. Now, I'm going to tell you that I actually believe this photographer. I believe that he was told to simply take the shot, because I went through his Instagram page.
It's cool, even if he was told, like, you know, told to take the shot. And I understand, you know, like I keep saying, if you have a job, you're a photographer, your job is to do this and do that. You know, you don't really have a say, like, oh no, this, oh no, you know. So I do understand that. But at the same time, as a human, just my morals, me to see something like that, I don't even know if I would be comfortable to do something like that because of what is displaying. These are kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, you have a job, but this is not the only job. And I don't blame the photographer. You know I'm going hard at this photographer right now. I'm honestly going hard at everybody. And I don't blame the photographer for everything, because it's not their fault. Like, you know, like they said, they show up to take a picture. That was their job. But at the same time, no, just no. I don't, just no.
And he goes all around the world, and he has done this for years. And he finds children, and these children look very innocent. They're not dressed in weird clothing or anything. And he asks them to just like share the toys they play with. So he does this Toy Story series where children from all over the world show what they play with. And it's something that he finds to be artistic and beautiful. And I was not offended by those photos whatsoever. So I think that they selected him because of this Toy Story series, and they brought him into a much darker scene where this really had nothing to do with toys. The children did not look friendly, and it just was very, very dark. So I actually believe that statement. And he's kind of saying they're blaming me for this shoot, but there were other people involved who staged this entire thing, and I had nothing to do with those documents pertaining to child pornography. So I do think that he bears some responsibility, because if I had walked onto that set and seen those items, I would have walked away. But I do believe that people are venting their frustration on him when there are other people that are involved. Namely, by the way, there is a stylist at Balenciaga who has worked there since 2014. Her name is Lata Volkova. And I am telling you that she is clearly very involved in trying to experiment with children and push the edge and make things pornographic and satanic. Sicko. Because all you have to do is look at her Instagram page to see how real that is, okay? These are actual photos from Lada's Instagram. I'm going to take you through them in case you're listening to the podcast.
Let me see them, Candace.
And you can't see them, but you should go onto YouTube and find this episode so that you can see them, because they're so disturbing. Here's one image. In this image, there is a child that looks to be about 9 years old that is taped down with duct tape in a chair. She has her ankles restrained by duct tape. And
hell no. What is this? Why? Like, this image, my eyes are tearing up. Like, I'm looking at this and my eyes are literally seriously tearing up, because what part of this is fine?
has on almost goggles over her face. Like I would describe them as black goggles, so you can't see what she's seeing. And she's linked up, they're VR glasses, and she's linked up to these VR glasses to a computer. And the child's hands are behind her back, behind the chair. And it obviously just looks like an abducted child. It is so disturbing and terrifying. And the idea that this is allowed on Instagram when Donald Trump is not makes me sick. The idea that she can pretend that because she's an artist, it's okay to have a photo of a child that looks like she's simply handcuffed. You can't see her eyes. She's bound to a chair by duct tape. This is under a category of art. Absolutely disgusting. In case that's not enough, here's another photo, which she has a child, but she has taken a photo of a child. It looks like an artistic rendering of a child that is...
Oh my goodness, and y'all, I'm laughing not because this shit, I'm sorry, excuse my language. I'm laughing because not because this is funny. I'm laughing because it's really some sick people in the world who think that things like this is art. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Split in half at the waist, dead in what looks to be a field, and has their guts spilling out in the field. Again, the child looks to be about 9 years old, maybe 9, 10, or 11 years old in that age range. And they're just dead in the field with their guts hanging out. But it's okay, guys.
And my son is 8. If my son was to ever do a photo shoot, and I dare the photographer or anybody. If my son, you know, I have a very handsome son, you know, he could do modeling and stuff. And even if he was to, I dare them to try to pull something like this. I promise y'all would see me on the news. Woman walks, and when I say walks, I mean beat they behind her son. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Art. So I guess we're not supposed to mind. This is okay with Instagram. This display is completely fine because this is artistic expression or something like that, which is probably what the Ashcroft versus Freedom of Speech Coalition allowed for, right? It's too broad. This could be an artistic rendering. It's not. It's sick. It's disturbing. Exactly. Here is another photo that is featured. It is a child, okay, that is holding a dead skull of a human being and raising it towards the sun. It feels like a satanic ritual. There are weird symbols all around it, which I should explore later and see what all these symbols mean. Yeah. Also, the number 69 inscribed on the side. It's just a child holding a dead skull pointed towards the sky. What does that mean? I don't know. It feels satanic. Here's another image that she has, Lotta, on her Instagram. There's an image of her clearly wearing all red. Her hair is in red, and her hands have what is likely red paint, but is supposed to look like blood all over them. And then she is holding 2 baby dolls that are also dripped in red, which are supposed to look like blood. So essentially she is holding what is supposed to believe you are supposed to think from this artistic style are 2 dead babies, obviously. Why else would you be holding 2 baby dolls that are in blood with the blood smeared all over your hand? Again, this is satanic. It feels ritualistic. There is something disturbing about this image, but it is allowed on Instagram because, I don't know, I guess it's art, and she herself looks satanic if that is her, in fact, in the picture. Another image that she has is of a devil. Sitting above a pentagram with a person who you can't really see what the age is, that is sitting inside of the pentagram. This goes on all over a lot of Volkova's Instagram. It's very obvious that this person is dark and is twisted and is definitely experimenting with Satanism. That's what this is, Satanism. She has a fixation with children and death and pushing the edge.
First and foremost, I wouldn't even, like, just saying it, like, you know what I'm saying, just as a parent, and just saying the work that she has on her page. I'm sorry, but hell nah, we not working with you. Lady, you need some damn help. If you think that this is art and this is okay, like, you can find a different way to express yourself. It's a million ways that you can express yourself, but expressing yourself in this way using innocent children is a no. It's very freaking disturbing and disgusting.
Balenciaga hire this individual and keep this individual as a lead stylist. It makes entirely no sense. But, you know, I was very much looking forward to Kim Kardashian coming out and condemning this, because Kim Kardashian loves giving statements about how grave a person she is. She's a black square kind of individual. She made statements against her own husband throughout the anti-Semitism scandal.
I'm sorry, y'all. I live next to everything, so you might occasionally hear sirens, so I apologize.
Saying that she stands with her friends in the Jewish community. I was looking forward to her saying that she stands with the children that have been sexually trafficked over borders, to children that are victims of sex crimes, to children that have been victimized by pedophiles. And I waited because I knew that she would do the right thing. And then what happened was Thanksgiving passed and I went on Instagram and she still hadn't made a statement. And I thought, that's very weird. This is an easy layup, Kim Kardashian. A very easy layup that I'm giving to you. Condemn child pornography.
Her publicist, you know what I'm saying? Like with these celebrities and stuff, y'all, you know, they have to really think about and pace themselves like before they speak out on something, because again, this is their image. So people that's in the limelight like that, honestly, I mean, celebrity, whatever, they just human just as I am. So I mean, honestly, celebrities don't excite me, like unless it's like the ones that I love, like Sabrina Claudio. I love her, but I know that's so way besides the point. But you know, it's only a couple that I would like really just be like, oh my God, but other than that, no. But anyway, I'm saying all this to say, like, they really have to calculate how they move and the things that they say. So I just personally think it just took Kim, you know, a while to actually come forward and make a statement regarding this, because she needed the perfect thing to say. Her publicist or whatever, her team probably was like, no, you know, let's think this through. Let's blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. So, you know, we really just don't know. But in a case like this, when the company that you're the face for, whatever you want to say, is representing some child, you know what I'm saying? Like, this my
Balenciaga didn't come out and deny what happened. They said they were sorry. Oh, we're sorry. We should have never published this. Okay, they've admitted that this has happened. It's very easy to come out as a person that is always risking their clothing, as a person that sits beside them at fashion shows, as a person that has a financial deal with Balenciaga, as one of the faces of Balenciaga, to say that you had no idea this was going to be brought to the forefront, that you strongly condemn it, and then to make the obvious choice, which is to say that you will no longer work with them, because everybody has to have a red line, and that red line should always be child pedophilia, child pornography, anything that harms children, especially when you are a mother, okay?
Exactly.
So Kim did issue a statement after I said, wow, I can't believe we have made it all the way to Sunday. It has been 6 days, and she still has not made a statement. Of course, this went viral, and then within an hour, she did issue a statement. Here's what she wrote. Quote, I have been quiet for the past few days, not because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I wanted an opportunity to speak to their team to understand for myself how this could have happened. Let's pause right there.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's completely false, because I'm pretty sure, you know, she was inquiring what's going on, because again, she is a woman. She does have 4 kids. So I know that, you know, as a mom, you do, you know, stuff like this do cross your mind. You want to protect your children and stuff like that. So just a natural, you know, reaction. So I do believe, like, you know, maybe, yeah, she could have reached out, like, what's going on here? But at the same time, what you got to say, Candace?
That is stupid. That is stupid, Kim. You want us to believe that you took 6 days because you were just trying to understand what happened.
And I don't think it took 6. She was doing that for 6 days. Like I said, I told y'all what I think was going on before she made her statement. But at the same time, even if she did reach out to Balenciaga, maybe she reached out to them, not even necessarily to see how this has happened, but, you know, celebrities got to say stuff to save face, to save their image. So maybe she was reaching out to see why, but also to see how to move forward, you know, to protect this image, how to defend them, how to do, who the hell knows? I don't know.
Something that we all understood within minutes of seeing the photo and discussing it and disseminating it widely. We understood what happened. Children were taken advantage of in a shoot by pedophiles and sickos and weirdos, okay? Children were being used as props for somebody that has a bizarre sexual fetish for children. But no, you needed 6 days to understand what happened, as if you had to send an email to an info box at Balenciaga. As if you're not Kim Kardashian, who can pick up the phone, call the CEO, call the creative director, call the stylist directly and say, what the hell is this? And get an immediate answer. But no, you think we're all so stupid that we're going to believe
it took you 6 days.
It took you some time to understand what happened.
Right.
You needed time to process. No, what you actually did, Kim, was you probably talked to your mom and said, oh my God, I'm in the middle of a scandal. And your mom said, it's okay, Kim. It's Thanksgiving. Give it a couple of days and everyone's going to forget about it. And your strategy was to be quiet and hope that the scandal blew over. Hope that everyone would get lost in Turkey and be too tired to talk about it. But what actually happened was that hashtag Balenciaga groomers kept trending all weekend. And then your name started trending. And you realize about the third time that I hit you on Instagram and millions of people were in your comments saying, comment on Balenciaga, that it wasn't going to go away. So you then drummed up this statement. Let's keep going and see what you said.
Exactly.
She goes on to say, as a mother of 4, I have been shaken by the disturbing images. The safety of children must be held with the highest regard, and any attempts to normalize child abuse of any kind should have no place in our society, period.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Me too.
Wonderful. That is no place in our society. It needs to be condemned. We're not going to...
Not going to lie, that wasn't a bad statement. You know what I'm saying? She spoke facts, because it's not a place for that. These are our kids. You know what I'm saying? Kids. It's just, this whole thing is just so crazy to me, y'all.
Give it to me, Kim. Tell us you're done with Balenciaga. No, that's not what she does. She's not going to do that.
That's what her money is.
She says,
it's money.
I appreciate Balenciaga's removal of the campaigns and apology. In speaking with them, I believe they understand the seriousness of the issue and will take the necessary measures for this to never happen again. As for my future with Balenciaga, I am currently reevaluating my relationship with the brand, basing it off of their willingness to accept accountability for something that should have never happened to begin with, and the actions that I'm expecting to see them take to protect children.
Girl, like, I understand all of that, but at the same time, them talk about, oh, I should never did it to begin with. When y'all was putting that stuff together, then y'all should have knew right then and there. Like, did y'all not think about the response of the world? Like, did y'all just not really think about it at all? Like, it's way more that plays into this than just...
That's it. So what she did there was she said, as a mother, so that we would all go, oh, yes, I'm a mom. I feel you. I love you, Kim. What else? And then she said, I'm still going to wear Balenciaga. I'm still going to wear Balenciaga because they apologized. They took down the images. And now I'm telling you guys that you need to forget about it because they took accountability for their child pornography. So guys, forget about the pedophiles, because if a pedophile gets caught or a pornographer gets caught and they apologize, like, they just come out and say, I'm sorry that you caught me with kiddie porn, then it's incumbent upon you guys to forget about it and move on. Oh, and by the way, I'm reevaluating my relationship. I mean, how many times is a celebrity PR person going to keep using that word? What it really means when they say, I'm reevaluating, it means I'm giving it some time for you guys to forget about it and waiting for the next scandal to come about so that you guys will leave me alone and I can continue to drip myself in Balenciaga and get free money and get bags and get money and get cash and get sponsorships with them and get invited to their shows because I'm Kim Kardashian and I don't have a soul. I literally stop pretending that Kim Kardashian has a soul. I'm done with this. I'm done with the idea that every time she cries, it's because she's really hurting. The only thing that hurts Kim Kardashian is the idea that she's not going to be invited to the Met Gala, is the idea that she's not going to become more famous, is the idea that she's not going to be able to call up Anna Wintour, she's not going to make it on the cover of Vogue, okay? I told you before that she prostitutes herself for fame. She's done it since the very beginning, okay? She's willing to go so far in continuing that relationship with fame that child pedophilia and pornography does not disrupt this girl for a single second, okay? What she is dealing with right now is trying to figure out how to make you all forget about it so that you still buy her Skims and her skin products, and you still see her as a victim of everything. She's a victim. She's just gonna ride out the wave. Absolutely despicable. And no, we're not gonna just forget about it, Kimmy. We're gonna keep the heat on you because as a mother of 2,
I mean, as far as keep the heat on her because she's like a face or whatever, it's not her fault. You know, that they put this disgusting mess out. This is not her fault. So I honestly don't think all of the blame should be put on her. But as a, you know what I'm saying, a public figure, as a celebrity, especially as being the face of that, of course, like, we'll think that you would just X them out because of the fact of what they displayed, but also more importantly at the fact of just being a mom. You know what I'm saying? You have famous kids as well who I'm sure have photos, have photo shoots and stuff, and you know, have their own little sponsorships and different things. So it's like at this point it's protecting the children as well. But when it's money involved, you know, you ain't gonna miss out on the bag. You're gonna like, oh, they sorry for it. Oh, they knew they should never put it out. They knew that before they did it. When they put it together, whoever brainstormed the idea and came up, they all had a meeting about it or whatever, and they were showing the ideas. Not one person just said and thought, hell no. Like, whatever.
As I am, this is where I draw the line, and I think that you guys need to be called out for your selfishness. It is easy to walk away from Balenciaga and Adidas, okay? They did it to your husband in about 30 seconds after one tweet. It is easy for you to walk away and to not just say it, but to mean it, that you condemn child grooming and pedophilia. All right, guys, the next portion of the show is going to be available exclusively on
Daily y'all. So we're going to end this video right there because, you know, she's ending it on that side as well. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way. Even if I wasn't a mother, it still would rub me the wrong way because, again, these are children, you know, innocent children. And they don't really fully understand what is going on and what is taking place, you know, but the adults do. And, you know, cool, Kim came out and, you know, she finally gave a statement or whatever. I honestly wouldn't just put all of the blame on her, but at the same time, like I said, being the face, you would think that, you know, she would have X'd them out or something, or whatever the case may be, cut ties, which is pretty much the same thing. I'm wrapped up in this chair. But when it's money involved, hey, you got to make your money, and she don't want to let that deal go. But for my child, for the fact that that was just very disgusting, and it just should never have even been put out to the world. It shouldn't even have been done. It shouldn't even have, as soon as them thoughts or, you know, them ideas came present, that it would have been out. You know, no, it would not have gotten my vote because, yeah, no. And then the clothes is just very expensive anyway. Like, I mean, hey, you pay for nice things and pay for what you like. But anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction video just as much as I enjoy reacting to it. Y'all comment down below. I want to know your thoughts. On the previous video that I did, I know we chopped it up a little bit with each other, but you know, I want to know your thoughts on what you think and, you know, how this pertains to Kim K as well. Y'all also give me ideas on things that you guys want to see me react to on this channel. Also, guys, if you are not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and ring that bell so when I drop a new video, you guys will know. You won't miss it. You'll be right here. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up, like up this video. Also, y'all go over to Candace's channel and hit that subscribe button. Show her some love for all of the things that she do. You know, I know it's a lot of people that don't really particularly like Candace, and I know it's a lot of people that really love Candace. You know what I'm saying? But hey, a world wouldn't be a world if everybody just liked one person. There's always some negativity somewhere, along with some positivity. But anyway, y'all, show us some love, hit that subscribe button. Also, the original video will be linked in my description box down below, just in case you guys, you know, want to check it out on your own time. Also, if you're looking for me, you can find me down below in the description as well. So yeah, this is just like, I really did enjoy reacting to this video because, yeah, it's just I guess the topic of conversation, and it just don't really sit well. But hey, we need to stay updated. We need to know these things, and it is what it is. And I can't wait to see how this really turns out. But I appreciate you guys for coming through and coming to kick it with me. And until next time.